Well, good morning, guys. So here I am back after a long time. So today I am going to start a very different topic, that is, Venn diagram. And Venn diagram comes in reasoning, right? So I'll just discuss few questions. Through that question, I'll discuss what exactly is Venn diagram. So let's see the first question. Okay, the first question is, which of the following diagrams indicates the best relation between travelers, train and bus. Between travelers, train and bus. Now this is the question. Okay. Now I'll just give you four options. Then we will discuss. Then you will understand what exactly is going to happen in Venn diagram questions. So let's see the options. I'll just draw it for you. I hope everything is visible. A is, there are two circles like this and third one like this. Then B, now C, I'm drawing this on this side, and the last one D, and that is something like this. Okay, now I'll be discussing. First of all, I'll just tell you the answer. The answer is C. Now before going on to that, how I got this answer, first of all, you might be confused that what are these circles. The question was asked that travelers, train and bus, and how come these circle came, right? So now I'll be discussing that. See, what we do in this now, we consider, like for example, there was train, traveler and bus. So one circle for traveler, one circle for train and one circle for the bus. I think it was bus, yes. So one circle is for traveler, one is for train and another is for bus, right? So something you got from this, that okay, these three circles are indicating what? These three circles are indicating these three objects. Here they are: travelers, train and bus. Now we need to find the exact, what should be the arrangement between them, the relationship between them. Now you see that here are four options, right? Here are four options. Let's discuss each and every option. Now the first option is this. Now you can see, for example, if you consider this as a train, this circle as a bus and this circle as a traveler. Okay, let's consider this as a train, this as a bus, this as a traveler. Now what this sign shows, this sign, for example, I said that this is bus, right? So it shows that all, you know, that this is small circle which is coming in the bigger circle, right? This is the small circle which is coming in the bigger circle. It means that this is a part of this. This small part is a part of this, right? Now if I am talking about the bus and the train, right? So if I say that this is bus and this is train, can you say that bus is a part of a train? Is that possible? No, right? So it means that it is not possible. Now consider that this is the train and this bigger circle is a bus. Now again let's discuss it. Can it means that this bigger circle bus and this smaller circle train, this train is a sub part of this bus. Is that possible? Can you say that all trains are buses? You can't say, right? So again, it means now let's talk about another example. Now consider that this is a traveler, right? This is a traveler, and if this is a train, okay, if this is a train, right? Now, is it possible that all travelers travel in train only? Not possible. There are many travelers who don't want to travel in train. They have never traveled in train. So there are many travelers who might never have traveled in train. There are many countries where trains are not available also. So it means that even this is not possible that all travelers will travel in train or all travelers will travel in bus. So all in all, it means this comes out to be false. Right? Now, let's move on to this one. B. Right. Now, let's see this one. What is the problem in this? Okay, one thing is here nice is train. If I'm taking this as train, if I'm taking this as bus, and if I'm taking this as a traveler, so if I take this as bus, this as train, and this as traveler, so one thing is nice that okay, they have separated the bus and the train, which is what it should be. The train and buses are separate. But coming on to this one, traveler. Now, is it possible that none of the traveler ever travels in bus or train? Means there are millions of travelers in this world. So, is it possible that all the travelers will not travel the bus or the train? No, it's not possible. For example, take me only. I travel in train and bus, so it's not possible. So again, it means that the traveler has to be connected in some sense with the bus or the train, and here it is not at all connected, right? Yeah, there may be some travelers who have never traveled, but there are many travelers who have traveled in buses and trains. You can see in our country, the buses and the trains are so heavily rushed. So it means that this is also not possible. Come on to the third option, which is the right one, but I'll move on to that one later on. Let's move to the D one, which is another wrong thing, means another wrong answer. So let's discuss that. Then we'll come on to the last one. Now D. Now if I consider this bigger circle as a train, let's consider this bigger circle as a traveler. Let's consider this as a bus. Anything for whatever is convenient for you, you can take that. But I'll be taking this as train. Let's consider this as train, this as bus, and this as traveler. Now let's discuss this one also. Bigger circle train. Is bus or traveler a subpart of this train? No, right? This is not neither. We have discussed already in the first one that bus is not a subpart of train. So automatically it gets wrong here only. So we don't need to go further. So we'll just cut it off. Now come on to this one. Why I said this should be right? Let's discuss this. I am taking this as bus, this as traveler, and this as train. First of all, we said buses and trains, they are different. So this bus, this train, they are different, right? They are not, these circles are not touching each other, so they are different. Now I have taken the middle one as the traveler. Now since I have taken the middle one as the traveler, and I said that there are many travelers who travel by bus or train, so here you can see that a little part of this circle is inside the bus as well as inside the train. You can see this shaded portion. This shaded portion, it is inside bus also and inside train also. So it means that some of the travelers may travel by train or some of the travelers may travel by bus. So here we are correct, that we know that most of the travelers travel by train or bus. So here we are correct, and so this is the right answer. Now I'll do one more question, and that will make you the concept more clear to you. Okay, the next question is, which of the following indicates Okay, well, the question is, which of the following diagrams best indicate the best relationship between profit, dividend, and bonus, right? Well, let's see the options. This time I will not be explaining much, I will just simply explain the answer and we will end the class. This is a very short class. Well, which of the following indicate the best relationship between profit, dividend, and bonus? So, as per me, this is the answer, and I'll just tell you why this is the answer. Well, I'm considering this as dividend, this as bonus. So both dividend and bonus are parts of the profit. So both are separated. Dividend and bonus, they both are separated things. We know that. So dividend and bonus are different circles here, which are separated. So dividend and bonus are separated, and they both are the part of the profit only, right? They both are the sub parts of the profit. So this is what is happening. The bigger circle is the profit, and both dividend and bonus are part of that. So now what is your work is, you will just tell me why A, C and D are not the right answer of this question. So that's it, guys. I'll be ending my class here and we'll be meeting in the next class. Bye everybody.